Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's Anthony with Shroomski Magazine. We're here for another episode of the Shroomski Sessions from Shroomskiville, USA, Denver, Colorado, okay? This is a big episode. We're going to be going over like the meat and potatoes of what makes up Shroomski, and it is this masterpiece of a publication right here in all of its glory, the print magazine. Why would we do a print magazine? You know what I'm saying? Why would we, okay? Again, like I had said, we've been working with so many badass artists, we just couldn't do something that was just digital, okay? It wouldn't work. We had to bring out the big artillery here, which was a print magazine, okay? And we believe it's completely unique from any other publication that's ever been done, all right? And that's from, you know, top to bottom, with everything that's gone on in the magazine world. We looked at it and wanted to do everything different. So from the whole layout to the feel of it to what we're talking about inside, completely different than anything else out there. Really proud of that. So check it out. So we drop it 3 times a year. We do Valentine's, summer solstice, and Halloween. It's a triannual publication. I mean, even right off the bat right there, how many triannual publications do you know of? Yeah, hold on, I'll wait. Just go ahead and tell me. Yeah, none. Okay, we're the only one. All right, so triannual. Okay, and then you know, we did 3,000 copies of this last issue with Alex and Allison Gray on the cover. You know, we circulate the majority of the magazines at live events, like the ones that we throw, and obviously ones that we're sponsoring. We always try to go to different events out there and see our people. You know, we're always grateful to go out there and sling the Shroomskis, okay? Because, you know, off the bat, it sounds like we're going to cause some trouble here, okay? But we're just bringing the papers, all right? That's it. Which are heavy as shit, by the way. Some of these events I go to, you'd think I was transporting concrete blocks. All right, so, you know, these cover artists that we got here, it's a pretty good who's who, all right? First one was Chris Dyer. I mean, he just crushed this cover for us. I mean, I don't know, completely blew me away with what I thought was going to happen to that magazine. He took us really serious, and we put him on that first cover. And by the way, everybody wants this. This is the #1 magazine I get asked for, okay? First one. We're all sold out. Stop asking me. Okay, second issue, okay? John Speaker did the cover, and even on the back, we had Alex and Allison Gray. They gave us some artwork. We threw an event with them last summer. We had this at the MAPS convention in 2023. Literally, people were going bananas over it, okay? Straight bananas, okay? That was the second one. Third one, Morgan Mandala. I mean, you know, when you see that, that was the first piece of art that I knew was going to be a cover. I knew it when I met her. That was going to be a cover of this magazine. And, you know, we get so many compliments on that one. I love the logo she did with in the clouds. I mean, come on, unbelievable. Android Jones, okay? You know him, I know him, and everybody knows you know I know him, okay? So he did this issue. You know, he used to be the main guy for Nintendo, like character development. He did like Metroid Prime and some other stuff like that. And as you see, you know, he's probably the furthest along of any one artist using like AI and CGI and shit like that. And I mean, we get these crazy centerfolds that come out of it. I mean, that's his tiger swallowtail right there. I mean, everybody sees that and goes nuts over it. And he auctioned one of those off at our episode issues, whatever the fuck they are, events that we throw. And you know, it went for top dollar. And then here's the current one. Alex and Allison Gray did the cover. I mean, we have a great interview with them inside. The centerfold on this is just insane. It's their Star Dancers piece that they did at Burning Man for so long. And, you know, that's why we did the print magazine, because we could do stuff like that you can't do on digital. And we were really proud to put that out. And the response that we get back from artists that are, you know, in that same league as some of these ones that we're talking to now, and other artists that we featured inside of here, we'll go over that. You know, it's a big deal how it feels to get that response from the art community. Let's go over the articles, and some of these articles with some of our writers and stuff. You know, we write from a standpoint where we ask a lot of questions. We're not trying to bowl you over with our opinion. There's no op-eds. I mean, we ask a lot of questions. We ask a lot of open-ended questions. We want the reader to speculate and go out and research for, you know, for themselves. Go make up your own mind and go find your own answers somewhere else, or go find, you know, more information on the subject that we're talking to you about. It's a big deal. We're just trying to keep the reader engaged, and take a lot of pride in what goes into this magazine. So we're not putting out all the other stuff that everyone else is talking about, like the basic stuff. Okay, we're getting really deep on this, and we want to make sure that we're touching on subjects that everybody can not just understand, but we're not trying to throw these pitches way over your head where you can't catch them. So we kind of write like a 101 layman's terms mentality. We're not trying to just, sound like we're, geniuses and stuff, even though every single person who's involved with the company is. All right. So, inside artwork. All right. Now, as a matter of fact, this is some of the stuff that we have there's only so many spots we can put artists, so we have to put some of them in the inside. And one of the biggest things that actually happened, because, Kendra's my partner with the magazine, she does all the designs, and she did not do the first one, but as she did the second one, we made a big jump on that second issue, which was, the first issue only had Chris Dyer's art featured in it, okay, cover artist and a feature artist, but the second, third, fourth, and fifth issue, and from here on out, we just dumped art into the inside of the magazine, and we've decided to include a lot more artists than we originally set out to do. And it was kind of something that we both looked at each other and were like, yeah, let's double down on the art inside the magazine that was not just coming from the cover. You know what I mean? You got someone like Randall Roberts. He's such an accomplished artist. I love the way this dude draws. He's just so crisp. This is another one here. This is... oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Jasmine Man. This is Jasmine Man. I love this one right here. I saw that, had to put that in there. Let's see, we got a handful of other artists in here that just, pop right out as artists that where we at over here? Where we at, everybody? Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Yeah, there's John Gay. We had him in the second issue, 2-page spread with his stuff. So we put more artists in the second one, and then we really started putting them in this third one where, some of the street art that I've shot around Denver, we included that. And again, just very heavy on the artists that are local here in town. Morgan Mandala spread's awesome. Art by Ty. We met him at an art show. The guy's unbelievable. We wanted to get him in there. And yeah, it was just a big deal making sure that we included other artists in this magazine, and it wasn't just, gonna be, a handful of things. Silver Francis, she's an unbelievable artist. She actually just moved here. We've got Julia Byram. I love this piece right here. So, yeah, here's Chris Serposa. This dude is on another level. We were just looking at some of his art. We couldn't figure out which one to put in there. There was so much detail. You just get lost looking at his art, man. And he's a veteran too, man. Thank you for your service, Chris. Appreciate that. So, give you a good idea. We've got a lot of badass artists that we feature in there as well. And we always got them at our events. They're always live painting and, slinging some of their art. And we always like to see them out there. They bring a totally different vibe to the events that we throw. Okay, strain review. We do a strain review in each issue. We'll go over, of a psychedelic mushroom is usually what we're talking about. We haven't really done a review on another one, but we'll have a professional go over a handful of different strains that are out there right now, whether it's a penis envy, whether it's a albino ape, whether it's the Melmac OG, whatever. I'm coming up with shit now. We go over it all on you, for you there. And then, we make sure we break down what it is, how strong it is, what kind of buzz you may get off of it, right? Stuff like that, because they all vary. Okay, then we do a fashion piece in each issue. We're very worried about, how we look. We're concerned. Look at me. I look the same, it's got this t-shirt. It looks marvelous, But outside of that, we were coming up to a lot of artists that had clothing lines. They were, had this badass art. They would also have it on shirts. They would have it on hoodies, jackets, stuff like that. And so that was pretty obvious for us that we were going to talk fashion like that. But then there's been a lot of other companies and a lot of other designers that have been popping up as well. And we just want to feature something like that in each issue. We haven't done it in every issue, but we featured a handful of them. Like, we got the Millionaire over here. We did one on him right off the bat. He recycles or upcycles clothes. And then we did, what was this one? Was it this one right here? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we did. We had Jamie. She came out from Michigan. She makes these badass jackets, festival jackets and shit. And we were like, look, we're featuring that. So, if you know of other fashion designers out there kind of playing on the psychedelic side of things, feel free to refer them to us. We'd love to find out who they are and what they're doing. Music reviews. This has been huge. Something I want to do the whole time. These last two issues, And the one upcoming, we're reviewing albums, classic albums. We did the Pink Floyd Animals album. We just reviewed the Tool Lateralis album. James Toothme is a really accomplished writer, has done both of those, and he's actually reviewing Miles Davis' Bitches Brew right now for all you jazz heads out there that like to just drift off into the next dimension with some wild shit, okay, with the timing all fucked up, okay? Right up your alley. Then we've been doing like artist reviews, music artist reviews. We reviewed Pretty Lights, we did Maddie O'Neill. So Allie wrote those, and she just is so tied into the music scene here in Denver. She was the perfect person to go ahead and have jump all over those articles. Street art. By the way, we're loaded with street art here in Denver. So much of it. That's been probably my only artistic contribution as I go around and snap photos of the badass street art. And we featured it in a couple of the magazines. It's going to be featured in the upcoming issue as well. Event recaps, okay? So if we throw an event, the next issue we're recapping it. We want you to know what we're doing at these events and who did what and the vibe of it, so we review those. April's done those. She helps us throw all of our events and organizes everything for us. And then last but not least, everyone's favorite, the recipes, which has been such a curveball. I wasn't expecting to do them off the bat, but we kind of just kept doing them, and that's probably the number one thing that's been an interaction from people who have gotten the magazine. I made that recipe. I did this. I did that. I'm like, yo, what's up? You got some leftovers or what? You know what I mean? So it's been really cool hearing people, talk about the recipes and how they put them into play. I thought that was great, and we're going to keep doing recipes. So by the way, if you know any good mushy recipes, okay, feel free to let us know. Don't hold back, man. Don't be stingy like that. Let us have it, okay? And in terms of the mag itself, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. It's a bigger magazine. It's a 10 by 12, okay? It's not a little average rinky-dink magazine, so you may not be able to tell next to it. But let me bring out a mag everybody knows. People magazine. I mean, it was probably one of the #1 magazines in the world for a long time. They're kind of fucked right now, I think, or whatever. I don't know what they're up to, okay? But they write the magazines for everybody, and as you can see on, it's an 8.5 by 11. It literally gets dwarfed by the Shroomski. I mean, it's like a solar eclipse just occurred, okay? You're never gonna see from it again. You know what I mean? And there's a couple things. As you look at People, it's probably the same layout for every other magazine you've ever seen before. There's text all over the cover. They're telling you, 2 husbands were dead, a wife questioned. You want to know who you are? We got to know. We got to go inside. It's all that shit, okay? So we didn't want to do that, all right? We want to do something completely different. If you realize when you look at Shroomski, there's no text on the cover whatsoever except the name of the magazine. And we felt that the artist, could do all the talking for us and make it to the point where you looked at the magazine and had to open it up. You almost couldn't not open it up if you saw it. The art was going to be so impressive. I didn't think you needed any other words. Call me crazy, that's like one of the biggest money makers. For a magazine, it is the biggest money maker, selling the cover. And then also selling the little captions on there, how to get washboard abs. I could show you, I just don't want to pull my shirt up. But, how to get washboard abs on like page 38 or something like that. We bypassed all that. This is an art magazine first. And I wanted to make sure that if this ended up on your coffee table, it stayed on your coffee table. It didn't get rotated out like some paper napkin, okay? This thing was going to stay there for good. And, that's a big goal of ours, is to upgrade coffee tables nationwide. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that your coffee table is the envy of the whole neighborhood. So, to give you an idea, a little summary on that, that's the magazine. I mean, that's from top to bottom, A to Z, front to back, in to out. I mean, that's a good idea of what we do. You can come see us at an event. We'll always have them there. We're always down to work deals out with you when you're there. So when you see us, come on up, just look right at me and say, give me your best deal, pal. All right, and I'll be happy to do that for you. So, yeah, you're at the end of the video here. I hate to burst your bubble. I know you were just getting, settled in, but whatever. You're going to have to jump on to something else next. Make sure you go like it. Make sure you go subscribe. And honestly, tell your mom, don't keep these things from her anymore, all right? It's just not right, okay? She needs to be involved, all right? Let her know, all right? And that's it for me right now. I'm out like a trout. We'll be back for episode 3 coming up here shortly. But as of right now, put this in your pipe and smoke it.